Hello, beautifuls. Thank you for stopping by. I'm not in the forest today due to the air quality. I am indoors. And I wanted to acknowledge those of my viewers that are from the south of us in the western United States. I want to acknowledge the difficulty you are going through now. If we are feeling the effects up here from the air, no doubt the effects that you are feeling there on the ground in the midst of it is much more heavy and difficult. And I just want you to know that my thoughts are with you. Today's topic is about using gratitude to nurture and deepen our love of self. We've talked in a few videos before about trying to change our perspective on something that maybe occurred in our life that we have had difficulty in forgiving ourselves about. We've also talked about how mistakes are part of life and that they really are just a speed bump or a bump in the road that allow us to correct our course. But sometimes those bumps have been really big and it seems like we can't get over them in order to correct the course because we're hanging on to that remorse, guilt, or shame from whatever the situation was. And I wanted to share a practice today that might help you to move past that. And it's a gratitude practice. So you would start off by pen and paper listing 5 things that you are grateful for today, here and now. And then I would encourage you to read them aloud, but before each one to say thank you for, and then list what it is you're grateful for. Then the next step is to make note of one mistake. One thing that you're having trouble forgiving yourself for, and to write it out on the paper. And then, again, we're going to list 5 things that you're grateful for because of that mistake. And it might be hard at first to find 5 things because we get really steeped in that thought loop and in that pattern of guilt. But if we slow down and take a different perspective, a higher perspective, and ask ourselves things like, what did I learn? What in my life has changed for the positive because of this? What will I never do again? And to list those 5 things. And then again, I would encourage you to say them out loud because there is power in saying these things out loud, but to precede them with, I am thankful for, or I am thankful that, and to say them. And then to actually really deepen this practice, there are 2 things that you can do in addition to that. One would be to, before bed, list again out loud the things that you're thankful for regarding that mistake, and or looking in the mirror and actually looking at yourself in the eye and saying thank you for those things that you learned from that mistake. And fostering that place of compassion and gratitude for ourselves will actually help us remove the obstacles that are blocking our ability to really sink into a place of love for ourselves. There is opportunity to find joy in everything we experience in this life. We simply have to cultivate a new way of thinking, a new attitude of gratitude, which sounds easy, but it goes against all societal programming, and it takes time and practice. But the thing is as soon as we start to do it, the energy changes and the results will have to follow. So thank you very much for joining me today for this perspective. And until we speak again, please stay nourished, hydrated, and well rested.